It was a normal afternoon as usual as I walked home from the end of my street, excited to finally be home after school. The walk home was also normal. The light summer breeze, the sound of cars in the distance, the smell of flowers, a normal summer day. I walk past one driveway, I walk past another driveway, I walk in front of one driveway when suddenly I see a car and I'm launched off my feet. This takes me back to my kindergarten days when we learned to look both ways, but we never learned to look in all directions. Well, now I believe in looking in all directions. My parents, just like any other parents, drilled in my head to look both ways while crossing the street. So I listened. Even though our street never had many cars, I always looked both ways, but I never expected to look both ways when walking on a sidewalk. After a few minutes of walking on the sidewalk, I got hit by a car. When walking on the sidewalk now, I'm a lot more aware, not just when walking on a sidewalk, but in my daily life. I've realized to be more responsible and be prepared for anything, even if that means getting hit by a car. I realize that no matter what life throws at me, I have to adapt and overcome it, even if it's a black Hyundai backing out of a driveway going 5 miles an hour. Adapting is tough because life is spontaneous. Life has many bumps and unexpected turns, so it's important to learn how to get over it and fix mistakes. My mistake was not paying attention. However, I adjusted, and I now know that if I see a car backing out of a driveway, it may not be the best idea to walk in front of it. Laying on the concrete a few feet away from the car that caused this embarrassing moment, I made the shocking revelation that maybe I should be more conscious of my surroundings. It dawned on me that maybe this whole scenario could have been avoided if I was paying more attention. I also noticed that if I applied this theory in school, I would do much better. And while this has not been the most shocking discovery of the decade, it applies to me daily. Although getting hit by a car was embarrassing, I learned that being more conscious and paying attention more often decreases my chance of getting hit by a car again. Getting hit by a car is also a pretty random thing, but something strange and random can happen at any time. It definitely taught me to pay more attention in general and to be ready for anything. Life is pretty weird, so it's important to be able to find ways to adapt and get over things quickly because life still moves on. Kindergarten is always going to encourage kids to look both ways, but anything can come from any side. That's why I believe in looking in all directions.